Hello, pretty lady. Hi,
Hello.
thank
Hi.
you.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. So good to see you guys.
Hi.
So good to see you too. Thank you for
Yeah.
your question.
Thank you. Thank you for answering and taking the time to explain it to me. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Can I?
Akansha, tell us what you meant when you asked, and tell us a little bit about you.
Um, yes, of course. I've always been subjected to a lot of stereotypes. For example, you can't do this, or you are slow, despite, taking up multiple responsibilities and giving in your best all the time, but you still hear complaints from people because they never seem to be pleased. And then they keep judging you that you are a particular way or you are a certain way, when you're already giving in your best and you're actually doing more than that, more than what you can actually do in a day. So, then they believe that you need to be a certain way, but you are not. So that's also a stereotype.
Okay.
And then people expect you, to be this wonder woman or this superwoman who can achieve it all and who knows all and who can balance everything together, and still make merry and still be all happy and glorious. So it does get overwhelming, and it does sort of become like a pressure on the person, so you don't really get time to just pause and breathe and think for yourself as to what you really want to do.
Okay, right now, what if you took the pressure cooker off?
Thank you, Akansha, for sharing that.
Thank you.
Rujira, do you have something to say before I go?
Sasha, yeah, no. Go ahead. I was going to ask you whether because your video is frozen for me. So
Oh, okay. So, Akanksha, what if you took the pressure cooker off?
At least for the next 5 minutes.
Just take it off. You're on mute, my dear. Yeah.
It starts cooling down.
Uh-huh. So, how much of all that you said,
Mhm.
where were you in all of it?
Yeah, exactly my point, so we don't really get the time to really just sit down and take a breather and think for ourselves. And we somehow lose our own identity when we are trying to please everybody around us, including your own family.
So, what would happen if you stopped pleasing people? What if you decided would happen if you stopped pleasing people?
I'm sorry, your voice is cracking.
What would occur and what have you decided would happen if you stopped pleasing people?
um it would be something like shutting their shops, and then I mean, they can no longer have what was freely available to them.
So,
And obviously it would lead to conflicts and
okay, for a moment,
labeling you as something different.
Yes. For a
Yes,
moment, let's take other people out of the equation.
right.
Okay.
and
Let's
and we're doing this for Akanksha. I'd urge all of you on the call to do this for yourself in your own lives.
in your own unique individual set and
Set and
setting
setting.
and energetic space. Just stop looking at what would happen via the filters of other people. Can
Just
you,
for a moment.
just for a moment, can you get present with what would happen in your life for you? What would happen to you?
True. I would explore myself more as a person and the things that I really want to do.
Does
And how is that bad?
No, it's not bad at all.
But you've decided it's bad because you won't be able to please the people you think you must please.
and so would you recognize that they're judging you anyway? Why wouldn't you please yourself first?
Right.
No.
We came across this thing, and I termed it, because I'm a doctor and hopefully one day this will be a term. It is called the ache of chronic dissatisfaction, CD.
Hmm.
They have a case of severe CD. Okay? No matter what you do, no matter how happy you try to make them, no matter
How much you
how
try
many
to save them.
and how many mountains you move, the dissatisfaction has nothing to do with you. Once you all realize that the ache of dissatisfaction that is within people that you're trying to heal and please has nothing to do with you, your life will become much easier.
True.
Because then you get to invite them to explore what would it be for them to change that for themselves.
And then they would have to step up their game instead of needing it from you continuously, draining you out.
And then you would also have space for you to go explore what it would be like for you
And that transition might be uncomfortable for a
for a
couple of
little bit.
weeks because you're breaking out of a pattern that was, there. So between that space where you come out of a pattern to instilling this new space for you, it'll be uncomfortable. But all those people
Right.
that don't truly honor you, that don't truly respect you, they don't truly have your back, they might reveal themselves. Then you would actually be in the space where you would have to look at, oh my god, this person actually doesn't give a shit about me. So
True.
why am I trying so hard to please somebody who I can never please, because they are not pleased within themselves.
And in doing so, I'm not even pleasing myself.
And you can, and honestly, as a woman, you can try. Okay, you'll try really hard. What'll end up happening is you'll get exhausted. There won't
Yeah.
be time for you. You'll end up creating all kinds of weird body stuff, back pain, PCODs, irregular periods, and they still won't be pleased. You
That's true.
and it's like this insane thing.
And the cycle will go on and on and on and on and on and on, no matter how many different. It's like you're trying to solve a problem using the same method over and over again. Okay? But the problem isn't yours to solve.
Now, Akansha, if you got happy,
Yeah.
how many people would you upset? If you started,
Um,
if you started laughing more and being joyful,
mhm.
how many people would get very angry with you?
Nobody.
Are you sure?
Have you tried?
Have you tried it?
No, I haven't.
Try it out. Start
All
doing
of y'all,
all
in
of it.
fact,
Start
start.
doing small things for yourself, like
That make you happy.
singing in the shower. Maybe take 10 minutes off at night. Just honor your body, moisturize it. Shut your phone off during your cup of tea and just be present with your cup of tea. Take those 5 minutes off and see how many people immediately try to enter your private zone, and they get very upset. How can you take time off for yourself? Yeah, I need you right now. Do you have people who need you immediately now?
Yeah, it happens in the family. That's true.
Exactly. Where's the time for you then? Where's
Yes.
the time to fill your cup and to honor your body? And even that half an hour's honoring creates that space where you can contribute to them better instead of being drained out continuously by a family of vampires. you
And
know?
imagine if you started to fill your cup more, how much more would you then be able to gift your family as well?
Right.
It's a totally different space. It's not about negating them. It's not about fighting them. It's not about reacting or resisting them. It's about inviting them also to live from a different space.
Right.
And what really is, when people start to make these steps, they are, for lack of a better word, they're better able to manipulate the people around them to getting better. Whether it's by manipulating them to do the work for them, even if it's like, why don't you make your own cup of tea and we'll sit together and share it? Instead of you having to do everything by yourself and keep that Kali, Jai Ma Kali energy on continuously, where you just don't get to breathe and relax and just go like, I just want to be me for 2 minutes, and you're laughing because you know what that energy is. And I'm not saying it's easy, but if you,
The journey to change is never easy, but the moment you start making these small steps,
Hmm.
life begins to work. And you don't have to define how that's going to happen.
so I'll give you a little small little thing, okay? Uh, make a list of things you actually like and stuff you actually like to do. And
Okay.
then with your cup of tea in the morning, ask which
Mhm.
one would I like to play with today? And
Okay.
do one thing for yourself every day, selfishly. Consciously, selfishly going like, I'm going to be selfish, this is my time. And then
Yes.
observe what happens. You don't have to absorb it, you have to observe
Observe.
it. Because this is the place where you get to be aware about how people react to you choosing for you. Once you get aware of these interpersonal dynamics, you can navigate them with a clearer space. Like,
Without filters and without premonitions and without like these pre-decided conclusions and judgments, looking at things for what they are, exactly for what they are. If someone's being mean to you, recognize this person is being mean to me. Simple. Don't overcomplicate your life by saying why they're being mean to you. Just recognize they're being mean to you. Maybe in the next 1 hour they might not be mean to you. Maybe it has nothing to do with you.
True.
so,
Thank you so much.
the most
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. Thank you so much, Mama. Thanks, Sasha, for this.
Thank
Thank
you,
you so much,
Ruchira.
Akansha. And Akansha, I want to highlight something
Yes.
for you. While you and Sasha and I were talking on the
Mhm.
chat, so many women have written such lovely um, notes for you. Number
Oh,
says,
that's so
Akansha,
sweet.
thank you for showing up and sharing here. You're glowing and you are the superwoman.
Oh, that's so
Rose,
sweet. Thank you so much.
Roseman
It's
says,
meant to
Akansha, you
you.
can do it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Roseman says, Akansha, you can do it. You look so pretty and full of love. So
Thank
these are
you.
wonderful. You're already, the moment I think you start exploring what is possible, things start opening up. I think this is a perfect testimonial to that. Am I right, Sasha?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for having
Thanks,
me.
Akansha.
It's
Thank you
been a
so much
pleasure.
for being here.
and be kind to yourself. Love yourself
Mhm.
enough to pamper yourself a little bit. You deserve
Right.
All
I'm
of
on that journey already, and I think being on Mystic Lotus is a part of that journey.
amazing. How does it get
That's
even?
awesome.
Yeah.
That's
Thank you.
amazing,
Thank you so much.
Akansha. We wish you
Thank
all
you.
the very best, and we are here to support you all through that journey.
Thank you, everybody. All my love.
So, Sasha,